Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a strive. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lions gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
So welcome back, guys, to our RUxHYPE Sports YouTube channel. This is NEKROZ, casting the Wildcard finals of RUxHYPE Girls World Championship Season 1. After an interesting day 1, we have arrived towards the day 2, and we have got the previous standings yesterday, and what a game it's turned out for Team VG. Actually, they came up on the top, total of 60 total points, and they have clinched the #1 point in the #1 position in the point table. And right now the day 2 begins. The action will be starting in some more minutes, and today's schedule is already on the screen. You can get to see the 3 maps are going to start. The first map is going to be the map of Erangel, which is quite aware of all the teams, and with that the map and the flight path has came on the screen. So let's move on with that, and let's check out the flight path exactly what it is. Well, on the northern side, a horizontal flight path. Well, we're starting from those Lipovka area, ending in the Giorgio. Will be giving those advantage situations towards the team those are going in those northern as well as east and western side, while the teams those are taking the southern side drop. We have seen some of the teams going in the southern side in the military base island yesterday, but the main thing which we are going to focus on is the rotational clashes. Well, the first zone, 18 teams will be there, and I don't think there's going to be as such drop clashes as much. We can get that the Pochinki area is consistent of team CSR, and I guess it's gonna be party. One of the party teams we can get the girls. Yes, they are heading towards the Pochinki area. Might there be a little bit of clusters while the Rozok will be completely empty. Yasna, I guess there was going to be a little bit of contest, because I am getting to see there's 2 teams heading towards that direction, while the Milta areas, well, the Novo and the military base, it might be a the drop for some of the teams, but Pochinki seems to be have one or more teams in that area. The Georgia looks quite contested because the northern city, there are 2 to 3 teams. Like the two teams are actually heading towards that direction, while Team BM will be heading towards the Zarki drop. In the other areas, the zone actually arrived in the eastern side, favoring completely the Milta Power, Lipovka, Shelter, Mansion, as well as the Novorupnoye. But the zone shift I guess, in my opinion, the zone shift is actually going in the direction of the main island. But right now we're just going to focus on the northern city of the Georgia pool, where we can get to see team number 4 getting into some kind of action areas, as well as let's just move out and we get to see that team number 4, they are having the, like, the, you might just say, the eastern side of the north city, while the western side might be captured by another team in that instance. But what we get to see, the first finish point or the first blood has already arrived and the fight has been initiated in Pochinki areas. Team number 10 looks quite confident just to engage these fights. In the other direction, we get to see team number 9 it is, or it just stays like oh, it's team number 6 and team number 10. Two of the teams actually fighting in the Pochinki area. Well, I guess there's one casualty coming in this direction. Well, I guess so. Team number 6, have they lost one of their comrade? Okay, so we are back on the game, and we get to say that team number 6 have, I guess, they don't want to engage at least in this fight, because it's just the starting of the game, and to get eliminated at this point, it's going to be quite a disaster for themselves. While team number 6, we get to see they're in the action, and team CSR is not going to back off, and we get to see that team CSR into the action areas, while one of the players of team 6 has got a right inside flank in the square areas. And that can be the trump card if we get to see for team number 6, if that gets the breakthrough, and it's definitely going to be the best thing that team number 6 can expect right now. But meanwhile, team CSR looks quite compacted in a certain position, while I guess it's going to be like they want to rush in towards that single solo player they have spotted. They're creating the smoke paths just to engage and just to make sure they're getting that one. But meanwhile, the DP28 comes up and the first opening has been created. Again, team CSR, and it's not and team is confirming those 12 points with those bisons. Is it going to be that one easy? But I don't think so. But gets that where, and the team PRG, or you might say Yumi, is getting 2 of those openings for herself, and 2 kill points have been registered, while another player is just in quite of a danger. While the close encounters are just beginning, team PRG are they ready to take on team CSR, while we have got to see some kind of setbacks in the day one. As always, team CSR are not looking that confident, while the way they started the yesterday match. But right now, Team CSR has to focus on much of the openings, and the solo 2 players, like you can get to say that Team CSR are now down to 2 players right now. And what the thing is actually bothering them is the main position points. They don't want to get eliminated in such an early stage, but the nade comes in the right pocket, but that retaliation nade gets another one down. Team CSR looks in a really disastrous situation, while team number 6 are launching and rushing towards that area. Bad Girl remains a single solo player standing from team CSR, and it's going to be really tough contest for herself to stand up, and she's not being able to just go on the top side while the person has been exposed. And there you go, the Uzi, the trade comes up, and exactly, I guess she's going for the kill confirmation. Yes, it is. She gets the kill confirmation, but another drop, another knock, but the retaliation trade comes up, and Team CSR takes an exit in the 17th position, while Team 6 barely survives with 2 players standing, and that is the cost of the drop fight you can actually get in the match. And the drop clashes, you will get casualties, but in that fight, one team always wins. When the other direction, we get to say team number 4 into the action areas. 16 teams are alive. 59 players are still remaining in the circle, or you might just say they have to give the rotation towards the circle areas to get the proper results inside the matches. Meanwhile, team number 4 looking quite confident. XV, they did not have, you might not say that they top the table, but definitely they have got a good consistent performance in the previous day one, and probably they're willing to go with that consistent performance in day 2 as well, because they are having, I guess they're in the top 8 in the point table, and guess they always want to hold that position right now. Meanwhile, we move on to team number 19 in the Georgia container areas. Well, yesterday also they take their drop and they have got no drop clashes. Well, the Pochinki, I might say there is going to be a drop clash, but meanwhile, team number 9 is one of the players of team XV out there in the bridge areas, and definitely they're going to engage these fights. But the main concern is that which team is going to make that first break? There you go, another and from the position has been covered by Zam, out in the low plate for a little bit of a damage, but barely surviving the 30 to 40 HP. Team X, one of the players of team number 4, just takes an exit with the coup and just survives in that situation. Well, it's a tough situation. If you can't survive in the early stages, you can't afford to have any kind of casualty while you have the vehicles with yourself, and probably team number 19 will be giving a rotation from the very right hand side. It's better and the safe position to give you a rotation from the right. And looking forward to the zone, and team BM are still left over in the Zaki areas, while team 14, team Rain, will be giving the rotation from those Giorgio areas, while team number 19 have already taken their leave from the container areas. In the other fights, we want to see the flight path, or we want to see that zone forming right now, but the bridge areas are quite, and in such a way that team number 9, that is team None, is actually holding the bridge and camping out those places because they're quite aware that the teams have gone to nowhere up now, and if they want to come to the main island, it's definitely going to be the one of these bridges in which they can actually set up the camp and get those precious skill points in their favor. So they're just holding on to their backs and they're just waiting for the teams to arrive from the nowhere area, and they are just holding and just scouting all the ways. But I guess Paris is just going and roaming around in the open, not being, and like she's tension free right now. You can get to say she's just in the chill mode and just like she's just trying to spot out the enemies right away. But the bridge is quite set, and the team that is going to be none other than the tabletoppers, more in the #2 position, team Art. Well, they're heading towards that direction, but in the Yasna areas we might have those clusters, but it did not arrive. As we are aware, Yasna has quite a long city. You won't be, if you have a drop clash, you still have a chance to disengage the fight and go and look forward to a rotation. While Team 16 looks the complete pace has been acquired by themselves right now, and let's just see, the zone is not in their favor as much as they have to go, but it's quite close to themselves. While we get to say that team 14 and team 19 might have the fight in the ruins area, while we can spot them in that top left corner of the circle, as we in the edges of the circle we can get to see team number 19 and team 14 in the ruins places. So definitely they might just engage in that areas, as well as we get to see team 4 and team 11, while team 11 just gives that rotation in front of team number 14, while we get to say that team Art, well, I guess this guy is AFK. Oh, okay, so he's back online. But Team Art needs to have that rotation very fast. They have to go forward towards that military base. It would have been a great one to watch out for, but the main thing which is concerning is that team number 19 versus team 14 in the fight, which we are actually seeking out, has already been engaged. One knock and another trade. Team number 19 and team 14 are into the action area, as well. The nade just comes and arrives in the same spot. Might be getting those openings down, but the damages have been dealt, and team Rain looks quite confident. While the revivals are going on and Belts are in a very low HP, they have to make a back off, at least in this stage, not to get knocked by those utilities. We get to see that Mal has got a left inside flank, well, quite a decent track, but indeed the knockouts are being made, and I guess team number 14 are not in a good state. Meanwhile, the two party teams are actually fighting team number 19. They have got a good performance in the previous day. Miramar, they ended up in but meanwhile, knockouts are being done. The flanking position are actually working for team number 14, but the revivals are being done as well, and we get to see that the retaliation trades are being done very nicely. Two of the knocks have been registered by team number 14, while one of the kill points have been secured by team number 14. Looks quite confident. While another dog has to be that team number 14 looks not in a quite good state to just start or end this fight, and I guess it's not going in the favor of team 14 at any cost. The revivals have to be done in top priority, while the one is trying to give those cover areas. The needs are actually on point, and if another opening brings it up, number 19 are not gonna wait for a single second to get the rush in the perfect moment. But number 19 and the edges of the zone, they have to engage, because the zone is going to give them 0.5 damage. Even also is going to cause them out a lot of HP you get in the fight, in the closing fight, on the for the single HP get wasted, but now the damages are getting deep. The revivals are being done. Team 14 and now stand on to first three players right now. Meanwhile, the damages are being done. Team number 9 must get a closing. Another knock has been initiated. Team number 9 going for the rushing position. Might be the end of Team 14 with the gets a retaliation, and the fight is still going on. And the last for Team 14 is going on like what you can expect from a single player, but he's just going crazy. One of the players, he almost got that one, but look at the zone, and the zone damage is the thing. You get eliminated while team number 14 did that. One of the players of team number 14 did that 1v2 and almost a 1v3, but the zone ended up the second team, that is team number 19 as well as team 14, both got eliminated. In the other hands, we can get to see team number 11 into some serious engagements. They have got 1 kill point at least in this areas, and the zone is not that far away. They can easily enter that scenarios, as well as we can get to see team 16 has already got 1 casualty in their account, and I don't think they want to lose any more players in this further match. And moving forward to the zone, we get to see team number 5. They are holding like team VG. They are the table toppers, and we definitely want to see what kind of performance, what kind of spirit they have brought in the day 2 after table topping the day 1 and having a 20-point lead from the #1 and #2 position difference. Well, I guess they don't want to lose that momentum which they have got in the yesterday and day 1 basically. And I guess Team VG will be the one to look out for all the teams. Meanwhile, the sports have been Team 3 versus Team number 9. Fights have been engaged, and the fights are going on and on. One situation, one down. It might turn out to be Carl versus AKM. Another one down, 2 down. Team number 9 looks quite in a suffering moment, but the trade has been D2 of the players going from 2 of the direction, and Team number 3 not looking in a very quite good areas for now. 1v1, the covers are being provided. AKM, but the damages, jump damages. Oh no, it's not. But that will mark the end of team number 3 in this match, and team number 9 stays alive and continues to look forward to the match. Third zone have been shifted. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go for another shift, and the zone goes in the western side, favoring the Pochinki and the Sugar Hill. We get to see that already the Potato Hill as well as the Pochinki areas are being confined by team PRG as well as the team R1. And the other areas, team VG and Mongols might have those clusters in the pancake area, and in the back end we get to see team Irons into the action. They have already engaged and entered the zone in those edge areas, while team 11 is still yet to arrive inside the zone, while team 16 and the other teams who are still out of the zone, they have to create those openings because the maximum of the teams are holding the clusters. So it's better if you go for the northern rotation if you have those any kind of ideas, but or else if you want to go straight into the central areas, you have to face a lot of clusters to get inside. But meanwhile, team number 4 has got 1 opening down. But there you go, team VG and team XV are going with a very long range fight. What we can just get to see that squad house versus like team 4, that is team XV, have already got a height advantage, while team VG are in the quite down the ridge areas. It's better not to peek up against those bolt actions. It's better not to do that, but you won't get anything until, because team VG are actually in the central part. So the main thing concerning them is not to give those hard peeks, because 1 knock, 2 knock, and definitely one team is going to push on these clusters because it's the central area. So it's the clever thing not to give any kind of peaks. But there you go, the shot came up, and I guess the knock, is it so? I don't think the knock has been done, but definitely a body shot has connected. In the other areas, team number 16, that is I guess team YCT, they are into some engagements. They might have lost another comrade of themselves, while team 7, team Zeus, I'll be definitely looking forward to their results in this Erangel match. They have secured 1 kill point for now. They have got a higher edge advantage. They're in the edges. They are actually having those times to give the rotation. But meanwhile, Team VG are facing back-to-back setbacks. The back-to-back knockouts are being dealt, and the revivals are being done. And especially in the central areas, you cannot afford to lose your healings as well as your protection. That is your vest and helmet. You cannot afford to get those damage out, but already the helmet, we can see that got damaged and it's almost in the red. But UICT are getting into some serious troubles. The revivals will be done. The watchtower areas will be secured by 2 of these players, while the 2 are already being eliminated, and another zone is going to get struck. The third zone is almost getting into the end, and the fourth zone is going to arrive in a very short time. But on the other hand, team number 9 in the upgrade, yes, TG into the players and hit has to be done. The reload comes to the end, but there you go. The knockout have been dealt, and team number 7 looks in a quite confined area. In that shack, in that particular shack, you cannot survive with the roof, but there you go. The knock has been dealt. Teams use pussy. We'll be going with a like cooked nade exactly on the pinpoint. Is going to get that opening right in front of us. Well, it's definitely not, but one knock is that the revival is taking place, but definitely this Molotov is going to hit up and give a certain amount of damage. One kill has been registered, while Team Zeus confirms out this team right away. Team number 9 takes an exit. 12 teams remaining. 41 players are still with us in this game, and the zone shift goes in the central part, favoring the Pochinki Potato Hill area. They're actually going in the favor, but team number 18 getting a single US. Well, Team Art have already thrived and survived that bridge camp. They have given a late rotation. It might be turning out, but Team Art, with the 4 players standing, they have reached the play zone, and they're in the top 12 categories. And now we move on to the main fight of S6 dolls with balls. They have got some serious engagement. Team 12, one knock has been beat. The powers have been done as fast as possible. Team 11, they're not willing to back up. They have got the Russian. They're marching towards the single solo player. 1v4 is the situation turning out now for team number 12, and there with the knockout has been dealt. And team 11, not at all pushing in a bad way. They've got certain out covers. They're just going with cover movements, and they're definitely getting those results. 3 kill points have been registered by team number 11, and they're definitely looking forward to get more points in this match. But that's going to be some kind of game. The sprays are actually on point. Going in the direction of team number 13, and you have the Mac at the top fragger. She was in the top fragger 5 list yesterday. Like in the day 1 standings, the top fraggers was definitely there, and we might expect some miraculous situation. The plays are going on point as well. She wants to go for a backup. 2 of the players have already been eliminated, and holding in the central part, it's quite difficult for yours as well as moving in that team number 11, team number 4. Both the teams are getting into some close encounters. It might just turn out that they might engage in a very short time, but they have got a certain distance. In the meanwhile, team 2 fighting from the back. It is a very much of that situation turning out, but they have decided not to engage at this point because Potato Hill looks quite clumsy, while teams use the Pixie has been knocked out by the play zone, or might be just picked up in the rotational movement, while team XV are still inside of the zone. Zeus Zeus Lakey has already been picked up, and I guess Pussy will be the last player surviving from team Zeus right now. And the team number 7, basically she's inside the zone. She's got the bunker areas, she's got a decent cover, but now she has to play that patient game. If she goes for some aggressive stances, then she's not going to definitely make up to that point. Meanwhile, Team VG looks out of some bad scenarios. They have got 3 kill points, but indeed have lost one of their teammate, and the 2 of them are quite knocked, and the revivals have to be done, and it has to be done in a quite quick way because there's just 49 seconds done and left for the next zone, and they have to move on to that direction. Team Art going in the front line against the bunker areas has been holded by Team Art, and one of there's a few surviving shots have been taken towards team number 13, and the complete test shot from Mikasa, while the players of team 13 are getting spotted. Sometimes they will not actually came from Mikasa, and the top fragger shows how the class has been done, but the Molotov goes fell a little bit of short, but definitely this one is going to make those connections, while another need might be just penned up. Another knock has been beat, another fight for Team Art. She gets spotted, but Mikasa was the last player surviving. Team 15 takes a brilliant stance and gets those 3 kill points in their favor, and Team Art takes an exit in the 10th position of this game. While they ran over Team PG, they are not going to stop. They have got that momentum. 3 kill points registered. They've got 1 more with the ran over, and they're definitely looking forward to more and more kill points at this stage. They don't want to get any kind of compromisation. They are taking those covers and just giving those damages. Might the knock came out, and there you go. First knock has been dealt, and straight actually came, but with both of the knocks, there are 2 knocks, and Mongols, the Sonic, she's on fire. She's just dominating. She's got 2 knocks from Team VG, the table toppers, and this is the perfect moment to get that initiative. But like Team VG last player probably going to open this with her 80s, but oh, she just makes it, but she's not going to make it into the zone with those 5 kill points. Team VG takes an exit in the 7th position, or you might see in the 8th position of this game, while Team 11 are still on. They want to make this fall, like they want to make that comeback in the points table in that front line. Team 12, Team 7, Team number 4, I guess they're also alive. Team Zeus Kochi going with those healings. She has got 3 first aids, but now definitely she is having those 2 first aids for herself. And in the upper direction, we get to say Team Party. Well, Team 11, they have got those upper holds. Team 12 into those action areas. They might just came up in the close scenarios. They might just engage with Team 11 because they have got no way to enter the zone until they engage with Team 11. While Team XV, they have got the zone advantage. They are in the down the ridge, but it's their the main priority is that they have got those height advantage, like they have got the zone advantage. But Team 11 can actually cause those troubles. In the other hand, Team Party. Hey Siri, I guess one of the players of Team 11 have been picked up, while Team number 4 are actually in quite a split areas, and the other players have been taken down. R1 MacPad being the last survivor for a team, and definitely she's getting those knockouts. And Team Zeus takes an exit, win that 7th position, and Team R1 have to look forward for the zone areas. Team 11 still goes on, one is surviving, one shot and she's down, and our last player surviving, it's gonna be Team Era, is it? So from Team number 11, let's get on to that POV. But the last fight, the last shot has been registered. Team number 4, it might be another disaster for themselves, while the play zone is giving them barely a lot of damage. They might just lose one of their teammates as she's not going to make it to the zone. I am afraid, because the play zone, yes it is, the play zone wraps her up, and team number 4 they're down to 3 man right now. 3 players right now, but team number 6 looking on to Team PRG. March big, like she's the last one player surviving from Team PRG. In the other direction, Team BM, the team from Zaki, are still in the game. They have managed to they don't have any kind of kill points, what we get to say. They have not engaged in those fights, or if they have engaged, they have not got any kill points. But the need comes on the pinpoint areas. It might just end up Team PRG, but the need actually falls a bit of short in the short areas. Well, you have got 14, 7 players still remaining, and the zone is completely in the open areas, while team number 4, they have got the height advantage. Well, definitely, if you have got that height advantage, you can go for those skill points, which are actually in the bottom ridges or bottom open land areas. Last thing you have to do is to spot out. You have got that one, and definitely you are getting that kill point. And Team XV, 6 kill points registered. Now it's gonna be a 3v2v1 situation turning up for team number 4, and they're definitely not letting go this position and this game now out of their hand. Another knock has been done. Team XV are on the go to take that winner chicken. And the zone is actually coming onto that direction. They're just waiting to spot out the last one of those enemies. And at least they have spotted the last player of Team 13 probably. She might just go down by the play zone. Heal battles won't be effective. One last first stage, but there you go. The winner. Chicken dinner goes in the favor of team number 4, Team XV, Macha, Panini, Verncy, and Jazz. These are the 4 girls having around a 5, 6, 7 kill points, and total of Team Iron comes in the second, as well as the third becomes Team BM, the team from Zaki, barely having only one kill point in their favor. Team PRG comes up around 4 kill points, as well as 4, 5, 6 for Team 11 as well. Team R1 with around 4 kill points. Team Zeus comes up in the 7th. Team VG, well, finished in the 8th position, but it's definitely that is 3, 4, 5 kills for themselves. Quite a good performance. Mongols came up around 5 kill points as well in the 9th position. Team Art, well, the table, they're in the 2nd position in the points table, I'm afraid, but they have got some bad start in the day 2. I might just say they have got a decent gameplay, they have got a decent gunfight with themselves, and they can definitely go for that top 2 or a #1 position with every possible chances. While in the other hand, Team 11, that is going to be Team YCT, and that actually has the fish up in the #11, but S6 Dolls with Balls comes up in #12. Team None in #13. Party, another team of team number, I guess it's gonna be team number 3, or there are a lot of party, but in the other hand, Team 16, Team Rain comes up in the #16, early elimination for themselves, while definitely looking forward to the next 2 matches. That is going to be Sanhok and Miramar to get their comeback. Team CSR, they were maintaining in the top 4 or in the top 5, but definitely the starts and the matches are not going well for themselves, they have to come up with a consistent performance, or at least they have to come up in the top 5 or top 10 at least to get securing that position or to maintain that position in the points table. And with that, we will be definitely moving forward to the match stats and the standings with the kill leaders in the next stage. So definitely we are just moving forward. The next match is going to be Sanhok, and the next another one is going to be Miramar. So don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. And if you are new, make sure to tap that bell icon on, and for further notifications. If you like my casting, you can follow me on my Instagram. The username is just given in the face cam, so you can just follow me. And with that, we will be moving forward to the next match, which is going to be we are going to advance in this situation towards the Asia qualifiers from this one, and they're going to meet the top total of 36 teams. Two groups will be made, 4 matches per group will be done. Then they're going forward to the Asia finals with a prize pool of $125, and total of around 80 teams are going to contest towards that area. Now we are definitely moving forward to let's see the match stats of the first match. Uh, okay, so definitely the match stats have already arrived. JB Sabrina Xavia, total of 7 kill points registered. Match points have been secured. That is 22 total match points have been secured by themselves. And actually, they hold the rank in the 4th position in the among those 18 teams in the total points table, and total having a 44 total points in the overall standings right now. And definitely the next thing that comes up is the kill leaders for ourselves in this first match of day 2. So let's move forward and let's see what we can get. But before that, we want to move on to the match ranking, and looking forward. And the first time, day 2, match 1, the top 9 teams onto the screen. JB Sabrina Xavia, Day 2 match 1 comes on the top with 22 total points with 7 kill points, 15 position points. Iron Kawais comes up with the second position, 15 kill points with 15 total points, 3 kill points and 12 position. Then you get Party Goddesses in the third with 12. Then Purge Queens in the fourth, 12 points. And then Bismundus Bbys with 11 in the fifth. And other than a single digits, and you can definitely move on to the bottom teams, those who have to make a comeback in the day 2. Let's move on to the bottom rank standings, what we have got. While we move on to the bottom standings, the bottom 9 teams are not looking that good right now. While none is there, Party Love Sake, Rain, Chaser Cool Girls, Art of Teamwork, Yocto, S6 Dolls with Bots, and Party Penta. These 9, or you must say these 8 teams, they have to just make a comeback in the Sanhok. As we have seen, Sanhok is a versatile map in which you can make the comeback, or the consistent performance might also go in the vein. It all depends upon your gunfight and your strategical planning, which you are getting to execute in the match. So definitely Sanhok will be the one-eyed map which every of the teams, the 17 teams, have, like, definitely they're going to have that eye on themselves for the Sanhok map. But now we move on to the kill leaders, having Jazz coming with a total of 3 kills from JB Sabrina Xavia. Then Yumi with 3 kills for Purge Queen. Then Zeus Pussy comes up with 3 kills. Then we get to say Paris with 3, and Macpac again in the top 5 kill leaders. Well, she's got some stuffs with herself. Well, definitely we want to see out what just awaits in the next Sanhok map, because that might just turn out to be a game changer for any of the team, like it did for Team Victoria Gaming, we must say, or it's gonna be Team VG, which they came up in the last previous day with the definite overall performance. And right now we have got the overall standings in front of us. Total leading the points table, Victoria Gaming coming over with a total of 66 total points. Well, they did not collect any kind of matches, or like I guess they have collected 6 points from this match, match one, I guess, from day two. But definitely 66 points, maintaining that difference of a total of 20 points still now. Party Goddess is not that behind, but 20 difference point, which can just be overcome in a single match. If one chicken and Goddesses will might just go on the top, and Victor Gaming might just drop down to hashtag 2 if that position continues. On the other hand, Party Love Sick with the 44 total points. But the difference, if you get to say, from the second to the fourth, they are not in that much scenarios. But now from Team 5, Art of Teamwork is that Chaser Cool Girls. They are now from hashtag 5. They have demoted to hashtag 9 in the overall points table, around 28 total points. But now we are going to move out to the bottom 9 teams in the points overall standing. So let's just get to the bottom 9 teams. Sky Girls, they are not joining right now. S6 Dolls with Balls, Yocto, Reen, Party, Penta, Bismundus Bbys, Mongols, Iron, Kawais, and none. Well, none were in the top 9 in the yesterday's table, but now in this, after the day 2 match 1, they are now in the bottom 9. So they have to make some kind of difference, or they have to create some of those big openings in the Sanhok map, which can be the game changer for themselves or any kind of team those are in the bottom 9 table. But now we're going to have a little bit of short break. We will be right back after this sometime. So just stay tuned, make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel to get notified. Always tap that bell icon as well. So let's take a short break, guys.
Brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. so I'm going mainstream. Brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And if I quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing, yo. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. so I'm going mainstream. sky that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on down, every ticket I sold. Yeah, this ain't on the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Welcome back, guys, to Ruthless IP Sports YT YouTube channel, and we are casting RUxHYPE Girls World Championship Season 1 Day 2 Match 2 ko leke like we have came across with Match 2 right now. This is gonna be Sanhok, and definitely it, like I said, it's a versatile map. You can make any kind of comeback if you want to make like Team VG. Victoria Gaming did yesterday. They have created a numerous 15 kill points chicken in a yesterday in the Sanhok map, and I guess all the 17 teams those are actually participating will be looking forward towards getting the capitalization in the very Sanhok map, because you get to see multiple fights, you get to see third parties and fourth parties, but in the meantime you also get to have a chance of securing more and a number of kill points for yourself and to get at least a good comeback in the point table. So now let's move on to the flight path and check it out where it's heading right now. So we get to say it's actually starting from the southwestern side to the northeastern side, probably going over those places. But definitely the teams are taking the respective drops. Painan will be there, a little bit of clusters. Boot camp remains in such a place. There's not as such kind of like boot camps in the favor of Team 19 yesterday also, but today XV, where are they taking their drop? Well, they are going for some other drop. Yesterday, Team XV took their drop in the Painan areas alongside Team Reen accompanying them in the Painan areas. But today, I guess there's not going to be as such drop clashes, while Team Nun and Team XV might have a drop clash in the Kawais areas in the northern side of the Sanhok match, while Team CSR takes an upper hand in that particular Camp Alpha Island. And we get to see Team XV versus Team Neon. Is it gonna turn up? No, it's not. The Team Neon has got into some split areas, while we get to see Paris. I guess she's AFK. She's dropping directly into the water areas, as well as the Team 11 will be having the splits towards and around the squarey places. And I guess Paris is disconnected without having any kind of internet issues or something. But let's move forward to the match and let's see which like which team takes that first fight, or which then look at the zone. Let's check it out. The zone once, and the bootcamp area is in the favor of team number 19, while the zone comes in the favor in the centralized place and favoring Camp Bravo and the island of Camp Bravo. But it might just turn up in the bootcamp areas as well. But looking forward to team number 19. They have got those advantages, while the zone and the southern places, team Iron will like they might be the one those who will be a little bit of happier because they don't have any kind of clusters around themselves. We get to see that team number 5, they have to travel along from the right hand side to get inside the zone. That is going to be team VG. They also have a really easy rotation and a safe rotation indeed. They don't have any kind of clusters to face off or a gatekeep to face off in this situation. But now team number 8 versus team 16 and the Camp Bravo it's gonna be, or what it is. I guess it's Camp Bravo. Yes, it is Camp Bravo. It's gonna be. The fight has been initiated, but I guess Team 16 is not in an mindset to engage this fight. They're taking those back offs. They're going forward to those higher ridges. They might just wait for team number 18 or team 8 to come out of that Camp Bravo areas and just to get them off guard in the open fields. So it actually can turn up to a really good strategy for team number 16, and definitely team art. They're again playing in the three. They're playing in the three players format, but definitely it's gonna give them a little bit of disadvantage because in Sanhok you cannot afford to get to play in a 3 players format because you get to face off random sprays from random directions you are never known about. So it like the man disadvantage actually leads to an early exit in the Sanhok map in the other direction. Team YCT, they are having a 4 players standing with a 4v3 scenarios. Is turning out around the Camp Bravo areas. Might be there backing off for getting some decent loot, and then they want to come back. And in the other side, team CSR and team R1 getting into some close encounters. They might just get spotted, while team CSR are having that height advantage. And we can just expect that these utilization should be done in a really proper way. But AKM using in such a long range, it's not gonna be that much easy for team CSR. Bad girl, though she is a really tough player, but definitely AKM that much long range, it's not that gonna be easy. Looking forward to other players. Shenny is gonna be there. Probably team CSR are also playing in a 3-man formation, 3-player formation we can get to see. And in the down the ranges, team number 12 just waiting and holding those compounds inside the zone. They are aware that we can't just move forward. If they come in the open, then it's definitely going to be the end of team 12 because if team CSR gets them spotted, and definitely they've got one down, and probably they will be trying to confirm those kill points. As always, random shots are being taken. Team CSR, they are ready to engage this fight, while team number 12 looks in our team number 12 in 3-man also. Okay, so 3v3, the fight might just turn up. If team CSR gets more delay, it's definitely going to cause them towards a 3v3 scenarios. Might the Molotovs gets in those hit points, but definitely the revivals are being taken place, and the back end looks quite tough. UMP with those 6 times, the sprays are going in that particular direction. One down can be made, one down has been done, 1 minute 6 seconds, 2 of the players have been bad girl on the verge of getting those 1v3 done. Is it so? But no, the final shot, the final connection has been taken place by Borsha. Meanwhile, Batgirl was knocked out, but Team CSR, they have got a good start. We might say after those disappointing performance, Team CSR are trying to make a comeback in the Sanhok map, but definitely they are going to be in a very need of a really good breakthrough. Meanwhile, Team XV, they are just waiting for Team CSR to arrive in the coastal places, and they're definitely not going to spare a single player in this portion, or we might just say Team XV, they're all reuniting in this bridge areas or in this cluster compound to get all those kill points in their favor. And team number 4, they're just securing out their vehicles not to get spotted, just to hide themselves up in those compounds and to get those precious 3 kill points to add up to their point table. And other ways, the rotations are being taken place. Team number 19, the boot camp area, completely in their favor without any kind of drop crashes or any kind of loot problems. Team Zeus are on the upper hills. Well, this vehicle sound might just turn up some, well, it's a Tesla with a new skin. Well, definitely I'm seeing this one for the first time, but it's better, you know. The skin looks quite nice. And now we get to say that Team Zeus are in the action areas over the triple warehouse of the boot camp. They're going to hold up. They've got some vehicles, and let's just see what we can actually expect right now and what we can actually get from these fighting areas. What is Team Zeus up to right now? Well, definitely, I guess the fights of the Sanhok map are going to start off from the second zone, because in the first zone, what we were actually waiting, the fights and the rotational fights have already taken place, while the maximum team of the southern side and southeastern side, they have to give a rotation from, like, they have to give a rotation inside of the zone, and they don't have any kind of gatekeeps or any clusters in the edge of the zone, so they might just not get any kind of engagements, while Painan just remains in the favor of Team Reem. But there you go, one of the players, I guess, of Team Zeus has been picked up, so we'll be definitely moving forward, or it's gonna be Team BM take on Team None out there. One of the players of None has already been knocked out, and definitely it's gonna be Kios whom she will be needing those revivals on the top priority. But random shots taking place. Team BM gets a retaliated trade from team number 9, that is Team None, and it's probably best to hold off to your nerves and hold off to your patience. The revivals have to be done, and look forward to Asami. Well, Asami, she has got a M4 and a UMP combination. Random tap shots are being done. Revival have already been started. The rotation have to go towards the zone areas. Kios will be getting those revivals, but after that, I guess she needs a really good amount of healings, while Team BM, they have to make they have to disengage this fight and get inside of the zone, because it's more important right now. But Purge girls, well, I don't think they're going to let anybody of those teams get inside of the zone, because they're just waiting and waiting, because if indeed you're just holding those places, you've got those gun sounds definitely. And moving forward to March, like the other players of Team PRG just holding and probably just waiting for the teams to arrive in the coast, and I guess they have spotted, and that is going to be that perfect moment. One thing which is actually required for Team PRG is to hold up, and definitely they have spotted. It's gonna be a really disaster. Random play comes up, and a complete knock and a finish might just get into the registered places of Team PRG. Nemo, I don't think she's gonna make it, but other players of Team BM came up from the left hand side, and definitely the kill point have been secured by PRG, and now Team BM have gone up with a complete left hand side rotation, while Team None will go for a complete right hand side rotation and not at all bothering the gatekeeper of PRG. Definitely team number 3 is in a trouble. Team CSR, this time they are not going to back off. This time they're not going to have any kind of setbacks, because 3 of these players are on the go. Molotov hit points have been done, and the final shot have been registered. Team CSR takes away total of 6 skill points, or it might turn out to be 7. Let's just check it out. Team CSR, total of 6 skill points registered in their name. They're in, like, they have not got any position points so far now, but they have to survive, as well as they have to keep up this good gunfight. And this Sanhok map, can it turn out to be another comeback map for another team? Can it be the comeback map for Team CSR in this match? But meanwhile, Team VG, they are into some serious engagements with Team Art. Well, the position between the hashtag 1 and the bot in the top 5 categories, Team Art is always there with the 44 or 43 points in the points table, and definitely they're not going to back off from this fight at all. Team VG has got 1 casualty. Well, I don't think Bella is going to get that revival as very soon. But now, Team Art versus Team VG. Places to watch out for: Team YCT into some engagements as well. Team number 9 or Team 18, Team BM, not in the far quite distance. One of the players have been spotted and has been taken down. Ari, being the last survivor from Team BM, she has to go and with a safe rotation have to secure those crucial position points for herself and her team to get to the point table in a good state. While the other areas, Team Art are still on the go. Mikasa on the screen, M4 with her, and is she going for a right inside flank? Well, definitely it's going to be a really crucial right inside flank if it does get succeeded. So with that, we get to say one player having spotted. Knockout might just go up, barely surviving in a 40 HP. Mikasa's flank has been discovered. Well, Mikasa, you should have waited for some more time to get to a perfect position to get at least 1 man down, but you have lost that position. You have compromised your location right now. But Mikasa, being that solo player, she's just focusing on to get inside of the zone. While I guess Team Art also has to go with and accompany her towards the zone rotation. Meanwhile, the zone gets a shift, completely favoring the central part of boot camp. Team Zeus, Team Mongols, Team 11 still inside of the zone. Team None have already reached that places as well. But now the fight has just begun. Team YCT might have some engagement in the paradise places. Team BM, one solo player surviving. VG have got a quite distant rotation towards those query area. But YCT, they're on the verge of getting those engagements with the Team PRG, those who are actually gatekeeping. But now Team YCT, well, the needs are going. Team 6, Team 16, these are these fights we are gonna definitely wait for. PRG, so Yumi are getting some kind of knockouts as well. But now definitely the light side, the left side flank are being discovered. But the position of one of the players of Bugs, I don't think she was spotted. But now guess that trade might not be able to confirm those kill points. But definitely the trades are actually harming themselves. While meanwhile YCT Nomion just gets a fallback to get those revivals. Indeed, team number 6 has got a bit of casualty, but Maria has been already picked up. Team YCT are on a very bad situation. 2 of the players are already down. Ask for a revival is being taking place. Bella, being the solo survivor, just holding that front line. Meanwhile, I guess is Angevin just going for those revivals. It's better to give those revivals and have those man advantage for yourself. But definitely team number 6 are just on the go with those kill points. And another knock, another trade. The position has been discovered. 2 of the knocks and the flank of Angevin just goes exactly on the pinpoint. Random shots being taken. Definitely the kill points will be secured. Team 6 not at all in a good state, just trying to get those kill points in their favor, and probably it's completely a 6-6 spray we can just get for PRG. Yumi is still surviving right now, and with that one of our teammates is still alive. Some random shots being taken place towards those 3 direction. Revivals is not going to happen at all, and Team PRG is actually down to 2-man team, like 2-man squad right now. But definitely the Team 16 are ready to push through one proper nade. Yes, it is. That thing that we are waiting for. Complete nade comes up, arrives in the very situation. Nade might not make a connection, but indeed gives a little bit of damage. 1v1 situation for both of the players, but they can actually take out one by one. And one down has been registered. Team 16, YCT Bella being the last survivor, but they're not able to make it to that far. While one down she has got. The Team PRG with total of 6 kill points will be marching towards the match in those zone areas. Boot camp, it is the zone. Well, it's going to be tough contest. The Team CSR already registered 8 kill points. Another 2 kill points have been registered. Team CSR, is this that match that they can make that serious comeback in the point table? And meanwhile, Team XV, 4-man standing without any casualties, giving a rotation. It might turn out to be a water rotation as well, and it's definitely going in that pathways only. They're going to go with that water rotation and getting inside the zone. And Team None are into some serious frags. 1 casualty has been made, and they are being surrounded by Team Zeus on the upper lines. I guess Team Zeus, yes it is. Team Zeus holding that upper ridge. They might have that zone, or you might just say that height advantage for themselves in those particular places. But Team number 9, Team None, will have some kind of serious frags coming onto that direction. But with that, the Team Zeus, they're actually getting into some back areas, or they're trying for a flanking positions. And on the other hand, Team number 19 getting into some 1v1 fight, and they go. The knockout has been done, and they with that, Team number 19 just wipes out another team, or it's gonna be another down. Well, let's just check it out with team number 19. As first as the kill feeds, we can get to see team 14, that is Team Reen, has already engaged and entered the boot camp, while team number 19 has wiped out one of the squads, having 3 total kill points in the warehouse places. Team Iron into the compounds, which is in the outskirts of the boot camp area. Team 17, Essex Dolls with balls, are getting into closer views towards those compounds. They're surviving out of the zone. They need to make something special stuff. Heal battles can be done with 11 first aids with Ari she's having right now. Solo survivor for Team BM, well, definitely not going to go for that, but just first might just go. Complete finish off can be done very easily. Single taps and the complete finish point have been registered. Ari, she has to make out to that position not to get revealed, and the heal battle can take themselves up in the very top priority in the top 10. Even also 13 teams are remaining. Team XV are into some serious troubles. One casualty has been made while the three players are still swimming out and trying to get inside of the zone through other pathways. But team number 9, team 6, they're holding on to those edges, and XV, I don't think they're going to have any kind of advantage. While Team CSR, they are giving those rotation. Borsha with those boat rotation. Total of 9 kill points have been registered by Team CSR, and water rotations are taking place. Some kill points have already been registered, while one of the players are giving those cover outs from those upper hands, and Team XV are still in the water, and Team CSR might just get them spotted. They're coming on to those land areas, trying to spot them out, and one of Team Art, well, they are still alive. 2 kill points have been registered. One casualty of Nana, I guess, has been registered, and but the shots are being taken place. Team 6 are on the go on that upper areas. It's definitely going to be Team PRC, or it's going to be Team Zeus in the upper areas. But now we have got Team Iron into some serious troubles. Shots are being taken place. Team Neon are in the other places, but now Team Iron, well, Team CSR, they have got one casualty, and the one, I guess, those who was giving those covers have been put down. But no, it's not. The Team CSR Borsha, every of the players have entered the zone, and they are now have to go for those heal battles, or they have to go for those rivals in top priority. Meanwhile, Iron Pearl becomes the last test surviving from Team Iron. In the left hand side, Team number 19 take on Team 14. The fights are still on, and this nade should bring up some connection, and definitely it should bring up that finish point. Yes, it is. Team number 14 lost one of their teammates, and now with the Uzi, the Russian comes up in the top priority, but the Uzi gets one down now, and Team number 19 are not in a serious state, while the other one will be down. Team number 14 gets the retaliation, but can they be wiped out? No, it's not. Team number 19 gets some of the kill points, but now Team 14 are in a really bad trouble, and Rina Nini becomes the last player surviving from Team number 14 at this stage. Right now in this fight, Paris has been picked up, and Team Nan on the verge of getting eliminated, while Team XV Renzi still surviving in the water. Yes, he's getting those heal battles. Team Zeus takes an exit from this match in the 6th or 7th position or 8th position. Team PRC still alive with all total of 7 kill points and another 8. Okay, so 8 kill points have been registered, while Team CSR total of 10. They might go for another. Definitely it's gonna be the 11th finish point for Team CSR. They are on the go to make these comeback a grand and a better one. While we have got the top 5 teams in the point table, position points have been acquired by Team CSR. Another team have been eliminated, and with that, 4 team remains in the Sanhok right now. Party Mame will be creating the smokes, but no, it's not gonna get that chance. Cloudy comes up and gets those kill points, but Borsha with those left inside areas definitely trying to hold this one, and the last player, I guess it's gonna be a 1v3 situation for Reen Ninni. She is the last player. Definitely her position is compromised by the footsteps she has given, and 1v3, well, definitely going to be a quite of a tough contest. But with that, Team CSR takes a brilliant winner chicken dinner, coming up with around 13 kill points. And what a game it turned out for Team Rain, and what a finish it actually came up. XV, they also played a brilliant game, but right now we have got the winner of the map of Sanhok, and that's, I call, the versatile map. You can get every possible comeback in this map. You can get into multiple fights, you can have more kills, you can have more fights, and that is the thing they have shown. And the main thing in the Sanhok is your gunfight. If you have that gunfight, if you have those sprays among with yourself, you're definitely going on the top. And main priority is that you have to give the main concern to the zone. You have to go for the zone at first, then you can hold that position and you can go for the kills. And that's what Team CSR did. They went in through that zone. They gave that rotation by taking kills by kills. They have just shown their class. They have shown how can the comeback be done in the map of Sanhok. Well, 13 kills, winner chicken dinner. Now we move on to the match stats right away. Now we have got the day 2 match 2 team stats. Team JB, well, it's not Team JB, Sabrina. It should be there's some technical errors. It will be fine. But now we have got that. What a game it turned out for Team CSR. Well, I was definitely looking forward for in which time these girls are going to make that comeback, because definitely after the day 1 match 1, the other 3 matches, yesterday Sanhok, then Miramar, then today's Erangel did not went well for these girls, but now they have got a brilliant chicken. They have got that momentum. They have got that aggression among themselves, and definitely they have got that comeback. And after this match, I guess they might come up in that top 5 categories or in the top 5 teams in the overall standings, and definitely they're going to have a boost up in the points table for the next match, which is going to be the map of ridges. That is Miramar. Well, definitely looking forward to that. Team VGT took away yesterday's back-to-back 2 chickens in Sanhok and in Miramar. But is it possible for Team CSR to come back to in that categories? Well, definitely it's going to be a chance for Team CSR also to make those comebacks as well. We are definitely looking forward to what just awaits us in the Miramar match. But now let's just see out and let's check out what just awaits in the roadmap. You have got to see that top 12 teams are going to advance from these wildcard region to the Asia qualifiers, where they're going to have a total 36 teams, 2 groups with 4 matches per there, and then they're going to move on to the Asia finals, where there's going to be $125 prize pool, where 18 teams with 9 matches they're going to compete, and then the Invitational Pro Super League with around $600 going to await themselves, while total 24 teams will be there in the 3 split groups, and they are going to fight for that $600 prize pool. But right now, let's get to the match stats if we have got it. Let's just check away with the match stats. It's taking a bit time, and there you go. The match stats have already arrived. 13 kill points. Total match points is 28, and they have reached the 3rd position and around the top 18 teams in the overall standings. Total of 56 points for Chaser Cool Girls. Well, definitely it's a comeback they were eagerly waiting for. And now let's move on to the top fragger list and the match rankings accordingly. But now we have got the match ranking with the top 9 teams in front of us. Chaser Cool Girls having those 28 crucial points for themselves. Party Lovesick maintaining that consistency, 15 total points. Well, you get to see that Reen, Purge Queen, Iron Kawais, JB Sabrina Xavia, Victor Gaming came in the top 7. Definitely will take away those 7 points to maintain at least some difference between the other teams. Zeus Angels came up in the top 8. Still a decent performance, and they can actually make those comebacks because there's like 3, 4, 5 more matches to go in this wildcard finals right now. But now let's move on to the bottom 9 teams. So let's move it out and just check it out. In the bottom 9 we got Yocto, Art of Teamwork, Bismundus Bbys, Mongols, Essex Dolls with Balls, Party Goddesses, Party Penta, Real One Girls. These are the teams in the bottom 8 teams we can see in the match ranking. And right now let's move on to the top fragger list of this match 2. Day 2 match 2, we get to see the top fragger Bad Girl leading with 5 solo kills. Then we get Pearl in the 5 solo kills from Team Iron. Team CSI, Shani comes up with 4 kills. Borsha comes with 4 kills, and okay, so actually PRG comes up with 5 kills, then Bad Girl, then Pearl, then Shani, and then Borsha. The top 5 players came up, but this time we might just say that they have got a good game. Team CSR, good comeback. Now let's move on to the overall standings of after day 2 match 2, and already leading from the front, Victor Gaming total 73 points they have acquired in that day 2 match 2. After day 2 match 2, basically Party Lovesick still climbed up quite position to the 2nd place, around 59 points. She's a Cool Girls in the top 3, having total of 56 total points. And that is the thing I have already told you guys before this match got started, that one chicken, one good match can make the comeback in the stages. I mean, the other hands, JB Sabrina Xavia around 54 total points, Party Goddesses with 46 total points, Purge Queens with 42, Art of Teamwork still maintaining that top 7 categories. Zeus Angels will be already coming that direction, and Iron Kawais. Now let's move on to the bottom 8 teams in the overall standings. We can get to see none will be in the bottom 8 or in the hashtag 10, we might just say, but they need to make a comeback very soon. One chicken dinner in the Miramar, that's going to be very crucial, because every team in this point table or in the bottom 8 teams are willing to go for a single match to come up and make that comeback in the points table, and they don't want to just mess up the day 2 like this. Every of the team wants to finish this day 2 with a style and with a bang. And right now, let's move on with the intermission. But that's all for the match 2 right now. We will be right back with a very short break. Make sure to like the stream as well as subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon if you have not done yet. Make sure to follow the Too Much Hype girls in the Instagram, as well as make sure to subscribe Ruthless IP Sports YT, as well as if you like my casting, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's already in this face cam. So let's take a short break. We will be right back with the map of Miramar.
Brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. so I'm going mainstream. brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. So I'm going mainstream.
Welcome back to RUxHYPE LWC YouTube channel. Right now, we are back right now with the match 3 of day 2 right now, and we have got the map of Miramar. Well, the map of Ridges having dominated the Sanhok map. Team CSR will be looking quite confident right now because having around 13 kill points and a winner chicken dinner and a great comeback out in that point table and the overall standings from ninth to top 3. They have secured that huge comeback which they were actually seeking for. But now we will be looking forward to the flight path exactly in the map of Miramar. Let's look into the flight path and let's check out from which place the drop are being taken place. Flight path. So we have got to see the flight path coming from Los Igos and towards El Azhar. Well, this flight path is completely based on the southern side. It might just turn up, but in the new meta, we have seen a lot of more times. Probably 90% of the times, the zone are actually getting created in the southern side of the Miramar map. But now it has the flight path is only going from the diagonal basis in the southeastern side, so the zone might just go up in the northwestern or in the western side. So let's see, just wait for the zone to arrive, and we have got some clusters in the Los Leones. Probably it's going to be 2 to 3 teams. Well, Los Leones is a very widely spread city, so like 3 to 4 teams can easily get their enough sufficient loot and get into those drop fights, and they can engage. But meanwhile, we've got Team Iron going towards Puerto Paracio, while Los Leones will be taken by Team 11 and Team R1. And in the direction Team XV with those another split drops in the Impala areas might be having some clusters with Team None, and the drop clashes which not a single team would like to take on is actually getting towards this one. But now the zone has already got a centralized, it has been created in a centralized way, favoring the complete central parts of the Miramar map, not favoring any particular side, at least right now. And with this flight path or with this circle, I guess maximum of the teams will be happy because they don't have to travel a lot much more as compared to the other ones. But no, this is going to be a disaster for these the players of Team PRG, where it's going to be March, I guess. So with that, we get to see two other players of Team PRG. Mars is in quite a low HP, and I guess they have to pick themselves up, and to give that rotation will be a very easier the main priority task for themselves right now. On the other hand, Specado looks in the favor of team number 19 without any drop casualties, while Smart are on the go and spots out team number 3 players. And definitely they're on the go. That Team Art Ninja are going for those kill confirmations as well. Team number 3 in those fighting areas, definitely looking forward to what they can actually get in those split compounds to get the sufficient loot to loot themselves up. While Uzi and AKM Win 94, some kind of bags and bandages are being taken place by team number 3, but they have to go for a dedicated loot drop right now to get that loot accomplished. At least they have to go for some vehicle at least to get those split loots completed more faster rather than compared to go for the same direction. But in the other parts of Team Art are not willing to give up. But this fight, they are just marching and marching, getting into the close encounters, definitely trying to forward. Got one opening. Team number 3 is not having a really brilliant start in this Miramar map, and probably team number 3 have to go out for fallback, or they have to do some kind of exit. At least they have lost one of their teammate, and now it's not turning good enough situation for team number 3 to continue in that particular compound. Team Art are actually surrounding themselves up while the openings has been created, but the direct slam is going party. Is it gonna be Yuki? Well, he was with the buggy, but the back tire has been exploded, and team 3 are nowhere near to escape this situation. They have to engage with this fight pits right now. Uzi comes up, but definitely gets that knockout in a trade. So direct slamming comes up, finishes off that kill. Team Art will be looking forward. 2 kill points have been registered, while team number 3, they have to go for a huge fallback. They cannot afford to get eliminated in the very first stage. 17 teams remaining, and getting eliminated in this stage is equal to 0 points, and nobody's going to willing and ending this day like this. So definitely every team is seeking for points and points. Meanwhile, the Impala areas, we got team None as well as we got team, I guess it's gonna be team number 9 versus team number 4. It's the fight is still on, and we get team XV. Well, definitely they have acquired the 3rd position in the map of Sanhok, and definitely they're looking forward to a great match in the Miramar one. But team number 9, they have got the drop clash, getting surrounded one by one. Team XV are on the verge of going for some Russian slides, but the heads are being spotted, and definitely a very low HP has been registered by Chance. Well, she was the top fragger, one of the top fraggers in the last 5 lists, but definitely XV Penine has been spotted and been knocked out. Another knock has been done. 2 of the knocks have been done, and Team XV not at all having a great start in the map. And I guess it's not going to be that much easy for them. So, but with that, the 1v3 comes up for Team XV, and they are being done on 1v3. And who is this one? It's Kiwi, I guess. Kiwits. So it's one of the players of Team None got that 1v3 towards Team X. We definitely got every possible start, a very good start came up from Team None after having a really bad standings. You might not say it's not a bad hashtag 10 is not a bad place, but definitely according to the position, according to the gameplay they have played in the day one, it was not supposed to be hashtag 10 for Team None, but they have got that comeback. They're trying to make some difference in this Miramar map. They've got already 4 points in the starting. A beginning has been done, but meanwhile, Team S6 with balls comes up with the sight of Team Zeus Pussy out there and might just get her down as soon as she gets out in the open. Well, Team Essex Dogs with balls, they have to be quite patient, but the position has been compromised. The covers have to be taken pieces while Team Zeus, they are aware of the position. Pussy has spotted and she's quite ready to get those skill points in her favor. But the compound, it's the like there's a solo person, there's solo player who's just surviving that compound. But the other fights, the drop clashes, we are going to look forward. The Los Leones areas looks completely unharmed while team number 11 just stays exactly onto the pinpoint, while team R1, I guess, is going to be team number 12. Yes, it is Team R1. They are going to sharing the main drops among themselves in the Los Leones places, but definitely the fights are not going to engage as soon as possible because Los Leones is quite a vast, expanded city. You get a lot of time to disengage or engage. You get the right to decide you want to engage or not. But if the zone comes in the Los Leones area with a sudden slight shift, with a hard shift, then it's definitely we are going to expect a lot of heal battles or a lot of interesting fights. But one of the teams have taken the exit. 16 teams remain in the zone while 61 players are still surviving to get that hashtag 1 position in the map, while team number 12 seeing all those vehicles taking up and giving that rotation towards the zone. It's going to be the main priority because you have to move forward to the zone to secure a good position, and if you have got a good position, then definitely the match is going to get in your favor. S6 Dolls with balls, one of the players are in sitting and exactly sitting in the central areas, as well as team number 6, that is Team PRG. 4-man surviving. They have got the Monte Nuevo area alongside with team number 3, I'm afraid. But 2 of the players have reached this Monte Nuevo. Well, they are quite late to reach out, but definitely it's not going to turn up a good situation for themselves as well. So drop fights have been done. Team BM might just have some drop clashes with any of the teams. Well, I don't think so there's any kind of drop casualties right now left, but at this stage, it's the first zone getting to hit up on the second one, and probably from the second zone's end or in the third zone, we're going to have those main rotational clashes coming up in the match of Miramar, because rotations are slow. It's gonna take the time to get those rotations done very easily. Well, team number 19 are still holding that Picardo area, which is quite impressive for them. So while the zone shift comes in the eastern side, the second zone has already arrived. 2 minutes 40 seconds will be remaining for the teams whom are outside and the left to reach the zone. They will have that 2 minute time span to reach out to their destination and to get the hold of the position. If you get to see the 2 types of rotation we can actually face up in this situation. One is the fast rotation. The teams, those are going those are moving from a very far distance from the zone. They will be going for this 1 minute delay, and they're going to wait for the 1 minute, and they're going to give that rotation. But the teams, those are also nearer to the zone, they might also go for those early rotations to secure a great spot. But indeed, that rotational clash occurs at that moment. We have got an airdrop coming into that map of Miramar. Probably it's going to be the first airdrop. Yes, it is. It has MK14 with 7.62 and level 3 equipments. Where alongside the fights, some of the fights have been initiated. S6 with balls, one of the players is sitting in the central areas. The fights are still going to on up, and that's not going to be team PRG into some serious actions, while team number 3 are getting 1 down. And definitely I don't think this revival is going to be that much easier for themselves as well. Some immediate fights have been taking place. The revivals have to be in the top right. 2 of the players have arrived and the revival have to be done. Naze might just came up from team number 3 revival. The touch has been initiated, and the cover fires might just get provided by team number 6 others, comrades and players. The smokes are getting created so that at least an initially backup can be done. Multi party of team number 3, and they can come up with some great stuffs in that direction. We got Party Nima, and the need comes up in the very right top places. Meanwhile, won't be dealing a certain amount of damage, not a single amount of damage to be honest, but they are now down to 2-man squad. They have to be aware of those belongings and surroundings, as well as 2 of the players just taking those TPP in the same angles and same direction. Well, One is for the backup cover, one is for that 1-1 situation. They have to decide what to do right now as the fights have been done and the off-guard position is not going to turn up for a good stage, but the retaliated knock came up and it's all down to one there. It's going to be vanilla. Well, she gets spotted and the kills are being registered and Team PRG moves up with the fight with almost having 2 kill points in their favor while the zone rotations are on as well as Team Mongols. These team, well, I've seen this team taking fight a lot of multiple times. They have got multiple knockouts and they have engaged in multiple fights as well. But these teams, in spite of those stuff, they are still not in the top 8 teams in the points table of overall standings. They need to grow up. They need to have some mentally stable, like, some mental preparation for the fights to get initiated and to just execute that in a proper way. While team number 10 is holding Team CSR. Brilliant comeback has already arrived, but this time in the map of Miramar, 3 players are standing, and with a 3-man chicken, well, impressive performance from Team CSR in the Sanhok match. It was definitely a game to watch out for, but now Team CSR looks quite confident with a boost up about after having that winner chicken, which they were seeking from yesterday. We might just say that after 3 matches, they have got the winner chicken and the comeback they needed, and this is the 4th match, which can decide every, you might say the 6th match basically. It's the 6th match which can actually decide the fate of teams CSR. Well, they are in the top 3, but it doesn't take much time to drop out from top 3 to bottom 8 teams. It don't take that much time, but definitely Team CSR won't be going with that casualties anymore. They want to make some difference. They want to make some comeback. It's their moment to cherish, and it's their moment to make a comeback. Meanwhile, SC starts with balls holding those cluster cemeteries around the La Bandita area, or you might just say Minas Generalas areas as well. Single tap shots are being deals for the connections, for they want to just spec out where other players are going on. Iron meanwhile just stays in that particular place just to get the hold out. The team number 13 holding the La Bandita areas without any kind of casualty. Well, they have not got into any kind of fights as of now. Let's just wait and expect what can we get while the zone shift is on the go with the 3rd zone to get and hit and get started while CSR Bad Girl is there. We get Shani also in that area, but the fights in the Pecado areas looks quite interesting. Team number 19 into some good engagements towards the big building areas. We get team number 8 into the fighting pits. That is another than Team Art. Well, Team Art have got 2 kill points in their favor, while team number 19, I don't think they have got any of the kill points for themselves right now. Well, definitely going in those upper areas, gonna cause themselves a good one. And M249 with the 8 times a long range scope, it's definitely going to help. Like in off angle, you've got the covers, you've got your comrades, but they need to rush. While I guess Mikasa is in a serious trouble, because I don't think that, like, a one player could stand off 3 situations in spite of having that advantage. It might turn out for a good situation. At least you can get those initial knockouts, but definitely it's going to be a tough contest for them just to stand off in that position. Easy is just waiting, and the Mirado has been spotted, complete spotting, and the Mirado might be just getting busted out, and this is the moment they were actually waiting for. Team YCT, the vehicle has been exploded, and the hard cover has been made. Team number 5 come from the left inside area. Team YCT, Engine have to make some serious fallbacks, but the one shot, there you go, the one shot has been registered, and Team Zeus got that opening what they were actually seeking for. Meanwhile, Team number 5 also comes in, and that fighting area is definitely not going to be that easy task for themselves, while tap shots are being taken place, and Team number 5 might just confirm all of those kills. The shots are being taken place towards the vehicle as well, and Team VG, well, one of the teammates are already lost out. They're going for this one, but vehicle explosion is not gonna go up. They have to exit the vehicle. The vehicle explosion isn't that much worth it. They just want to be in a safer position indeed, and they've got that vehicle covers which they were actually seeking for. And this time, Team VG is not looking that much confident, which they were actually looking in the yesterday one, but the knockout has been dealt, and it's not gonna be an easy task for them to survive. But both of the knocks have been done, and Team VG are now down to a single-handed person, those who is actually surviving in the upper ranges of Minas Generalas compounds. And right now, there's none other than it's Bella. Bella has to keep that patience, while Team 16 has got a really huge pit and a trump card over that place. Is trying to score out the peeps and down the range and want to confirm those kill points for her team and herself. They, like, I guess one of the kill points have been registered by team number 16. One of the players in the zone shift have already arrived in the southern side, favoring Los Leones. A bit of those northern side of the Los Leones will be inside the zone, while the rotation or the revolvers are being taken place exactly behind the covers. Los Minas Gerais, a little part, you might just say the three cemeteries are actually inside the zone. The other stays and remains out of the zone for Lab. Sorry for the Minas last. But meanwhile, team number 19 going into some fighting areas. That is going to be team 19. They have got one down, or you might just say they have got two knockouts, but indeed they have succeeded of getting one kill point. Is it so? It's not. They have got a fallback, but definitely the skill points won't be being that much effective. Shots are being taken place of one HP surviving, but she's not going to make it to that far, and it's not going to be a good ending towards team number 19 if they get eliminated in this certain phase. Team 6 from a very long side that just going with those sprays. Team Mars, or you might say Team PRG, just waiting over those healths to get those finish or kill points in their point table. But team 19 isn't quite aware of those stuffs, and right now the target has picked up and the positions are compromised. We get Mongols getting into the fighting pits as well, and now we've got the results. Team CSR just holding total of 0 finishes right now. They don't want to take an exit. One of the players are knocked out, and definitely I guess this that player is going to get that revival, but the need around the point. Is it for that on point? I don't think so. It's not at all. Team CSR on the casualty mark of team number 13 are not willing to compromise, or it's team 15 are not willing to compromise a single mistake at this stage. It was an overcommitment which actually lead to that depletion of this one knockdown, which was unnecessary, but the need frags could have been the top priority. If one of the two players have got, then this definitely would have been an easy task for him. But right now, it's the tough contest between Team CSR, Bad Girl. The Molotovs has been picked up. The utilities are being used exactly on the pinpoint. If it's not, then well, we can get to say that Mongols. ELELE. Well, on the screen we can get is a total of 1 finish point have been registered by Team Mongol so far, and they're definitely seeking for some more decent points as well, because they need to heal himself up. And the church area has been registered. Team CSR might just get eliminated, but one of the players has been taken down and confirmed as well. Team CSR holding their onto their backs because they're aware this comeback which they have made is not gonna go in vain. But like looking forward, the flanking position, the one by one taking down Team CSR again, looking like the similar things which we have seen in the last. You might say the previous day, Sanhok, Miramar, today's Erangel, and another one in this Miramar. So I guess they have to work on it a little bit of more to get these kind of avoid this kind of things. But the zone came up in the southern side, and the zone is getting the shifts and shift in the southern to southern side. And well, it's gonna be at the one as well. But in the central areas, we got team number 13 into some engagements as well as team BM. And it's gonna be Team Iron versus Team BM actually getting into some engagements, while RF remains in the southern side, as well as Team Art still survives. Mars PXG, we must say that they will just survive right now. Team Iron just stays alive. One solo player, that is going to be Zul, being that one person to stay alive from Team Iron, while Team 17 in the back of Team 10 doing that rotation between those clusters. This is going to be a really tough decision, because in the clusters you are getting trapped, or you might just get eliminated, but Team Zeus just stays alive. One now has been done. Team Zeus on the water getting in, but there you go. Retired and truly comes out of the field, gets one completely those skill points for herself, while Team Iron versus Team Zeus are still on to go. One small vehicle covers might just end up these kills for his teammate as well, but flipping over these places. And let's just meet it up right now. That is teams S6 dogs with balls are still alive. 1 kill point have been registered. So now we have got some kind of serious stuff. A total of 10 teams remaining. 29 players are still alive, while team 19 in the back of. So they want to engage this fight as fast as possible, but they are now down to 3 man, and the fights are getting into an interesting stage. So 10 teams, 30, or you might say 26 players are still alive. Some kind of vehicle covers are being taken by one of the players of team 9. Some random shots are just getting started, but it never ended right now like that. But another direction, Team Zeus and the have always secured 4 kill points in a festival, and now it's time for some early action. team number 17 getting 20 on team number 7. That is gonna be Zeus almost on the getting over Purge Viper, and there you go, the 1v2 comes up. Team non Paris gets that fight in her favor, and whilst our team Zeus in the position of 10, hashtag 10, team Zeus gets eliminated, and now Team Nan stays alive and continues with matches. In other hands, Team SX dolls with balls, they have to get inside the zone. In the other places, we can get to see the fights are getting started. Team number 14 won't be that much far away from themselves as well. And meanwhile, team number 12 just stays in that particular position. Team number 14 just goes and goes, having those mean warehouses, you can say. It's the zone is actually situated this warehouse of the team running this arrives, and then Uzi shot came out, and that was the thing we are actually talking about. Now comes out with a Uzi, and 9 kills have been released by Team Rain. And is it going to be the comeback for Team Rain in the point table? Or it's going to be any other team as it also balls gets that direct slam, and this is the way they can actually save themselves about. They are going for that complete rotation. They're not going to stop and get inside the central position to get a cluster, and now they have got what they have need. Team S6 also evolves, I guess, the solo player surviving from team number 17 till the last show from themselves as well, but team number 15 getting knocked down by 150 down. Non Paris basically takes away the next. Team number 19 with total of 4 kill points will be marching towards the victory time. But definitely Team Reen are not backing off. Team Mongols are still in the top 5 category. One player has Mongols running, get that one, it has another one, another round, Sonic is on the rampage right now. He gets one, another knock. Ellie being that one gets those cover outs for herself. Team number 19 will be having some kind of cluster or a cover pets for her to just not get knocked out and provide some counter attack. Indeed, in the reverse, our team of 14, Team Rain not stuck in the really serious conditions, while 2 of the players have been lost. 11 kill points have been registered by Team Rain right now. If it does come out for Team Rain to get a win on a chicken, it's definitely going to be a worth it one. Smokes are getting created, spots have been just spotted out as well, and this is gonna be a real trouble right away. Team R1 just stays alive. 3 kills have been registered. The 5 teams, 12 players still alive, and we got the team BRG into the action. Team 12 are not that also far behind. We also got that party. One of the players of team number 19 or 17 are still alive, and right now we have got that team RPG total like. Yeah, it's basically the total of 7 kills. A rich fight is turning out to be Mongols get into some fighting areas as well, and in the back ends we have got Team Reen into the fighting pits as well. So from all the directions, the shots and the fights are still on, while 4 teams are remaining, and Team PXG, Team Reen, Team Mongols, Team R1, these are the 4 teams remaining inside the circle, and these are the places where everybody is seeking for what just happened. And right, we have got the 4 top teams with 11 players still surviving, but Team 12 just stays in the central part with those small covers out there. We have got team number 4, that is Team Rain, total of 11 kill points. They don't want to lose this match, at least like this. Team number 12 just waiting with those boom, like, you know, the positions are not being compromised, but of Team R1 right now. 3 of the players, 2 of them are standing, 1 is in the back, and 2 of them are watching in the very rear right now. But the other direction, Team R1 gets knocked out, while team number 14, Team Rain, are not willing to compromise at a single instance. Some tap shots might just come up and the revivals might not be completed. So So meanwhile, the revivals are being done. Penta just stays alive. Team 14 comes in the backup. Team PXG stays alive. Mongols comes up, gets in around. One that has been Team number 14 not in a very good state right now. They have to go up in something special. Reen are on the verge of getting eliminated, while they have got 1 retarded shot. The heal balls will be done as well, and the 1 knock has been registered. Slowly and gradually, they are coming. The team number 14 will take an exit. 3 teams remain: Team 12, Team 15, as well as team number. What is it? Team 15, 12, and it's gonna be team number 6. 3 teams remaining. Rich to rich fight. The first fight, which is going to engage this. I guess it's going to be team 15 and team 12. That's a personal stuff's coming up, as well as the team Mongols on stays with all of 3 kill points. 8 total kill points have been reached by his teammate, but dealing damage in the desync. That's quite natural. And in this time right now, the last zone comes up. 3 teams remaining. 9 kills. It's a 3v3 fight ending over to R1. Dija gets knocked out. 4v3 or 4v3v2. It's gonna turn up, and now it's Mongols who's going to the empty corner and get one down. Might just get one another one. But just comes on the bubble moment. Empty corner and comes out, gets the corner. This is gonna be the final fight. Is it going to be the last? And there you go. Team R1 takes an exit, and what a clutch it came up for Sonic. Total of 11 finishes or 11 kills have been registered by these Team 50. Now it's down to two man. It's turning out to be 3v2 scenarios, and they are quite aware of the position, the needs, and the utilities have to be used. While team number 6, they are aware this is their game. Team 4 is not quite aware, takes away that winner chicken dinner in their favor. And what a game it turned out to be, all around at 9 total kill points. And but Mongols came up around 8, 9, 10, 11 kill points for themselves as well. But what a game it was for what a comeback it turned out for Purge Girl. Well, they're definitely looking forward to get a good hold in the overall standings in the point table after the day 2 match 3, and day 2 comes to a very end with the end of this match of Miramar. But with that, we will be definitely looking forward to what standings we are getting in the end of the day 2. And with that, let's just move it out for the match ranking and match stats will be coming up in some time. But till then, let's go for some kind of analytic views. But the roadmap is quite set in front of you, right, guys? That is the 12 teams, the top 12. That it's not matter you be in the top 5 or not, but if you stay in the top 12, you're definitely going for the Asia qualifiers of RUxHYPE Ladies World Championship Season 1. So you have to keep it in mind that you are finishing this wildcard stage in the top 12 categories. It's better for you guys as well. But now let's just check it out about the match stats. Where did team CSR made their mistake? Well, CSR got engaged into some fights and they got eliminated. But right now, the winner chicken dinner has already arrived. Now, well. We have got some kind of stats coming up, and it's just a matter of time. And we have got that is Purge X Girls, Purge X Queen basically. They have got a total of 9 kill points with match points of 24, and they have got a total of rank, that is in the 3rd position. They have reached in the points table. I guess it's going to be 3rd position. Is it so? It might turn up. Total of 66 points they have secured. Around this much when the match ranking just comes up, exactly pops up on the screen. We have got Purge Queen having total of 24 kill points, like total of 24 points from this match. And right now Mongols came up in 23rd, 23 points. Reen with 19 points. Real One Girls have 14, while Team Art of Teamwork, they're consistently getting into the top 9, top 10. They're getting those 1, 2, 3 points at least just to maintain, not to get a lot of huge difference between those teams. They're still trying to maintain that top 9 or top 8 category by themselves. But let's move on to the bottom 8 teams right now, and let's see what we are await in the match standings. So you can get to say that Essex Dolls with Balls have already arrived in a quiet place. They've secured 3 points, but it's not that enough to come up in this fighting years. But Team CSR, Chaser Cool Girls, after having a winner chicken dinner, this match did not turn that well for themselves. Right now, they have to come up in a really aggressive mode in the last and the final day. That is going to be the day 3 tomorrow. They have to come up with a bang to get, and at least just to maintain the top 3 categories right now. But now let's move on to the top fraggle list, what we have got around this match right now. There you go, the top fraggle list just pops it out right away, and we have got Purge Queen, total of from Purge Queen we have got Yumi with total of 5 solo kills, Bad Girl with 5 solo kills, then we have got Pearl with 5 kills, Shani with 4 kills, as well as Borsha with 4 kills of D2. It's a match 2 standings it's gonna be, but we have got the overall kill leaders after right now, and the overall kill leaders, it's leading the top 2, Yumi and Azami, with total each of 17 kill points with a KPM of 2.8, and not lagging that much behind. We have got Bad Girl around having that 12 total kill points. Then we have got MacPack and the Florist. So the overall kill leaders and the stuffs are just going on now. We'll be moving on to the overall standings, which we are actually seeking and waiting for. Let's move on to the overall standings after what we have got after day 2 total standings. That Victor Gaming will be leading with a 73 point, but look at the difference right now. It's just a matter of 4 points. It was a 20-point lead that Victor Gaming were maintaining, but now it's down to 4 points. Party Love Sec just stayed with 69 points. Purge Queens stays with 66 points. And then you have got Chase Cool Girls in that fourth position, dropping from third to fourth, having 57 points. And definitely Purge Queen has got a good jump in the top three right away. But now we're definitely moving forward to the bottom teams. Those who have to go for a comeback, because tomorrow it's going to be the last and the final day for these guys to make some comeback. But Essex Dolls with balls, they have to go for at least two big chicken dinners with a huge number of kills to get a comeback. They're not in the in top 12. So Iron Kawais, Bismundus Bbys, Yocto, Party Penta, and Essex Dolls with balls. These teams, they have to go up for at least 2 chickens tomorrow to come up with that point difference. Let's look at the point difference. They are having 6 points, but 12th position is having 42 points. So Essex Dolls with balls are lacking out of hope, but it can be turning up for Team Iron Kawais as well as Bismundus Bbys to come up in the top 12 categories. They have to come up with a really good bang right now. But that will mark the end of day 2 of these RUxHYPE Ladies World Championship Season 1 Wildcard Stages. Day 2 comes to a very end. Make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon if you're new, and make sure to follow up Too Much Hype Girls in their Instagram and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you like my casting, make sure to follow me on my Instagram. This username is given the face cam. Until then, I'll be taking the leave. This is NEKROZ signing off.